Hello, my name is Arya, and today's show we'll be talking about what I learned about MMA, mixed martial arts. As you can see, I'm wearing a gi. The gi outfit from Japanese word jujutsu gi, which is basically the uniform used in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, was adapted from the uniform used in Japanese martial arts. It is typically composed of a heavy cotton jacket, reinforced trousers, and a cotton belt, and as a signifier of the skill rank of the practitioner. The term kimono is sometimes used to describe the whole outfit, or occasionally just the jacket. Sizing normally follows A0 to A7 for men's gis, but occasionally judo gi sizing is used 1 to 7. Speaking of Japanese, I just wanted to plug in my niece who is half Japanese. She doesn't do MMA or anything, but I thought I should just mention her anyway. Thanks to a friend who let me borrow the gi. I'm not going to roll for you today because nobody is here to roll with me, and also I hurt my shoulder not too long ago. That happens a lot with MMA folks, but they keep on rolling. Before we talk about Gracie Barra, let's find some facts I didn't know about MMA, which covers judo, amateur wrestling, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, boxing, catch wrestling, karate, kickboxing, and Muay Thai. For decades, this sport has been very popular, not only among men, but also among women. While fans of MMA know much about this sport, there are still some facts that might elude some. Here are some of my favorite facts that shocked and oohed me. I'll just go down the list. Mauricio Shogun Rua was a budding runaway model in Brazil before he devoted himself full-time to MMA. Once he even acted in a Portuguese soap opera. There was actually more to U.S. President Theodore Roosevelt than most people know. He wrestled, boxed, practiced judo most of his life, and was actually the first American to have ever earned his brown belt. Okay, Victor Gracie is not really a Gracie, but a Belfort. He obtained a BJJ black belt under Carlson Gracie and has been so close to him all these years that he even decided to adopt his surname. The first ever recorded MMA fight was a bout between British boxer Hercules O'Brien and Chinese wushu fighter Hua Hongzhou. The bout took place in Shanghai, China in 1909. Matt Dixek, apart from being an MMA artist, is also a sponsored skateboarder and a professional photographer. Russian President Vladimir Putin and Russian politician and retired MMA artist Fedor are actually good buddies. Just recently, the former gave the latter a pep talk on national TV after the latter's won over Jeff Monson. The first UFC fight in history was originally planned to be held in a cage surrounded by moat. Organized in 1985, Shooto was the first and oldest MMA organization ever created in history. It was governed by the Shooto Association and the International Shooto Commission. From January 1996 to May 2000, now retired Ukrainian MMA artist and kickboxer Igor won a total of 32 consecutive fights with a draw and a no contest. The record was the longest streak of wins ever accomplished in the MMA history and remains unparalleled up to this day. Gary Goodridge is often recognized as one of the greatest arm wrestlers of all time. However, a few know that he did not have any MMA background before he took 2 whole lessons of Kuksul and eventually fought in the UFC. Chuck Liddell has undeniably carved out his niche in the MMA industry. However, prior to his fame in MMA, he had a tiny part in 1981 remake of the classic film Nior, starring Jack Nicholson and Jessica Lange, where he played the role of a kid. Known for his anarchist worldview, Jeff Monson actually used to work in a crisis evaluation and counseling institution. He holds a master's degree in psychology. That's my major. Also known as a veteran voice of Octagon, Bruce Buffer, the official Octagon announcer for UFC events, is the grandson of flyweight boxing champion Johnny Buff. Just like his grandfather, Bruce Buffer is also a champion in his own right. He is currently a second-degree black belt in Tang Soo Do. During the UFC 80 in 2008, where BJ Penn won over Joe Stevenson, Penn was recognized as the first finisher at 155. It was because of UFC 80 was the first 155-pound title fight in the history of UFC that did not go to the judges. All right, BJ Penn. Accomplished MMA practitioner and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu legend Eddie Bravo and world champion BJJ expert Joe Rogan are cut from the same plant. Aside from the fact that they are both big names in the world of MMA, they're also outspoken marijuana advocates. Both personalities have known each other for the longest time, but they claim that their friendship does not affect the way they treat each other during the training. All right, that's it for my facts. I'm sure there's a lot to learn when you use the internet and know people involved with MMA. It's very interesting, and the people are interesting. Let's talk about BJJ for a bit. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a martial art combat sport and a self-defense system that focuses on grappling, and especially ground fighting. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was formed from Kadokan Judo, ground fighting fundamentals that were taught to Carlos Gracie and Luis Franca by Mitsuyo Miyada and Sushihiro Satake. Mitsuyo Miyada won more than 2,000 professional fights in his career. His accomplishments led to him being called the toughest man who ever lived. And being referred to as the father of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu eventually came to be its own art through the experimentations, practices, and adaptation from the judo knowledge of Carlos and Helio Gracie, who then passed their knowledge on to their extended family. Carlos Gracie Jr. was born in January 17, 1956 and grew up heavily influenced by his family of fighters. In close sync with the life of philosophy and teachings of his father, Carlos Gracie Sr., the most significant years of his childhood and early teenage years were spent in the mountains of Rio de Janeiro. In 1986, Carlos Gracie Jr. founded the first Gracie Barra school in the city of Barra de Tijuca. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Rio de Janeiro. From that one location, he created the most expansive BJJ organization there is, with offices in the USA, Brazil, Australia, and Europe, around 300 schools spanning the world. The aim of the schools is to help their communities by offering jiu-jitsu for everyone. Okay, now I'm ready to go to Gracie Barra to see some kids roll on the mat. I don't think I can use Steve Winwood's song Roll With It, but that's not what he meant anyway. Before we visit the cute kids, let's see one of my favorite videos of all time. It's the cutest thing ever. Two toddlers trying to do judo and bowing ever so politely. My hair would fly all over the place if I did that. They actually bow like this.
Quita, Nicolás, quita.
No me conoces.
Porque te conozco.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Yo, Laura. Dale, iré.
Okay, let's go to Gracie Barra.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The backward rolls. Good job. First thing you guys are going to do it, you're going to get this hand and grab on the wrist and pull a little bit. You're going to try to look up, right? So just get like a little room for your neck here, so you know it reduces the choke a little bit, right? So now, the other hand, this one goes around the waist. You see that? Right? Like that here. Okay? You can grab the knee as well, clothes, whatever he's wearing, you're gonna grab there, right? So the other thing, now you're gonna do it, my foot behind, I'm gonna place behind his foot over there, right? See that? I'm gonna step, and then I'm going to sit down, boom, rolling. And then I'm going to get off that choke, right? And boom. That's all you're gonna do it.
Grab the wrist. Look up. Grab my hip. Good sit.
There you go. And mount.
Perfect.
Alright, good shot. Easy to go here, sir.
Have you grabbing like right here, right? Yeah, so pull your elbow to your ribs basically. Yeah, when you pull down, just bring your elbow to your ribs. Yeah, good. And look out. Yeah, see all that space that's created right there? And then try to grab my hip if you can. If I can grab my jacket. Right, and keep looking out. And then when you're on my base, a little bit, step your left foot right behind mine. And then kind of sit down with your leg. Yeah.
Mount.
And then
Good, again.
Let's
go. You're going here for a minute to set. You on your back, right? Somebody comes up with you and try to punch you, right? So we're here. Yeah, I got this guy right here, and then he will try to punch me, right? So he goes like that, right? I'm gonna put my foot on his biceps, right? Then I'm going to slide my leg right there. Boom, close the eye. All right, let's go again. So you do the other side. You're gonna punch me, right? I put my foot on his biceps and I grab his arm here. You see that? Okay. So now I slide up there. My foot. Right? I lock it and I go for the triangle. Okay? Both of them on your knees. There you go. Excellent. Go through there with me.
Okay, so you put your foot on my arm, right? Get my bicep. Pretty good, buddy. And then you grab this arm so you can't pull it out. Just pull it right here. Pull it right there, right? Okay, then the third step is your foot's going to slide off, slide up, right? And lift your hips up. Put your hips right in his armpit. Push your hips up. Yes, right. Yes, now lock the triangle, right? Okay, so now you're going to pull the arm across the body. Yes, and then don't fall down those muscles. Good job, buddy. A little bit of structure, otherwise you'll get all marked. Yeah, right. So now you're going to lock the triangle tighter. So bring these two chests. Okay? And then you're going to reach up and you're going to grab Sylvester's head, pull it down gently when you squeeze your knees. Try to put this leg over the back of the ankle first. Good. Okay, so one more time. And we're going to put this leg, the leg that slides off the bicep, goes over the top of the other foot. Okay? Good job. That's your pull on. Yes, very good. Right, just let the pop your hips up. Okay, now remember the leg, it's the knee suspension. So the leg that slides off the bicep goes over top of the other foot. Oh, I'm sorry, it goes over the back of the neck. Jeez. So it goes right over the back of the neck right here. Right, and this leg goes straight. Yes, and then lock it. There you go, buddy.
Okay, close your guard, right? So now, you're here, right? So close your guard on her.
We finished.
Close your guard.
Now it's time for it.
Close your guard. Lock your guard. There you go. Now she's gonna punch you. Nice. Good. Now grab the wrist.
Yeah, that was your best
Both
one.
hands on the wrist.
That was awesome.
Slide
Around
here.
his neck. It was
Perfect.
perfect. Perfect.
Lock your triangle. Looking for
Good. Excellent.
the
Awesome. Do you feel that? Just right off on his neck.
Yes. Now grab your shin. Remember? Yeah. Right there. Not that one. This one.
I got a question.
Yes. Can you pull it? Good. Now pull it. Good. Done.
Good.
You
Excellent.
remember? Alright. Grab the release.
Very nice, Igor.
Okay. Now we slide down through. Like this. Pull her down. Yes. Yes. Let's go straight there. Now lock. Good. You're good. Now just hold her hand.
Lock your arm first.
Just hold her hand. Like that. And you're done. Okay? Let's start over. Partner, you're gonna grab there on the lapel, right? Your left hand on his lapel, and he grabs mine, right? So there you go. So what I do next, I'm going to step closer to him, right? And I'm going to squat a little bit, right? And grab his pants right on the knee, okay? Now what I do, I'm going to do the kind of Superman punch. I'm gonna push that lapel and pull that leg. Right? So it's like a, like a karate move, right? Right? Without punching. Okay? I know you guys like karate, right? Alright. Ninja. Eyes on me. Okay, he grabs my gi, right? I grab his gi right there. I step in a little bit, right? And I squat so I can reach his leg. Because if I try from here,
And then you have to pull.
I can't reach
And then
it.
you have to pull, and then you can fall
I didn't
down.
get there yet because I didn't reach his leg. Right? So I step in, eyes on me, guys. Eyes on me. I need all many eyes you have on me. Alright, so I grab this lapel, right? What do I do next?
Grab his knee. Grab his knee.
How are we gonna grab his knee? I can't reach it.
Squat. Squat.
No.
Then grab his
If I
knee.
squat here, it's still.
Squat, then grab his knee. Go forward.
Yes.
Go forward. Put your foot in.
Now,
Squat. Squat.
and
Grab. Take the knee. Take the knee.
you got it. What do I do now?
Pull. Pull.
Pull in,
Yeah.
pull in.
Pull.
Push.
Take care. Push.
There you go. See?
Yeah.
All right.
That's easy.
Go to your spot, Colton.
Squat, not squat. I'm going, right? So I grab his gi, he grabs my gi, right? And I'm going to step in, squat, grab his pants. Where do I grab his pants? Where? Yes.
Then pull.
By the
Then
knee.
pull.
Colton, where do I grab his pants? Where?
Right there.
Oh, right there. Okay. Good answer. By the knee, okay? Right. Then what do I do next?
Push. Push tight. Like
Yes.
this. Push.
Okay? So,
Tomatoes.
step in, squat a little bit,
Squat.
that.
Yep. And then
There you go.
that's correct.
You got the public?
Down there. They don't want to.
Yes.
That's all.
So nice.
What's that gonna see? Price ball.
Excellent. Good job.
Hey, careful, guys.
We're right in the middle of something here. Wait a minute.
They're in the
Okay.
middle
Let me
of the
coach you so you get the whole coaching. Right? Grab your lapel. And sweep. There you go. Now we're going to step in your back leg, right? Squat. Grab the leg. There you go. Good job. And go.
Please tell me I get enough time to do that.
Remember, circle a little bit more. You can circle more. There you go. So that'll set up some of your takedowns.
I want to take it back for a second here. Almost not
Go across your feet.
Up further, Buckley. So just stand up like you Buckley.
Right? So,
Just a little towards the butt, Buckley. Try to be a turtle. Try to be a turtle, buddy. Do you know how to get a big ball? Just get a big ball. Put your elbows inside your knees a little
good
bit.
job. Work your takedowns. Both of you. Remember takedown we just worked today?
In some cases, a referee will stop it. Come here. Move like popcorn. Be like popcorn, buddy. Okay, buddy. Move your hips, buddy. That's one of your superpowers right there, dude. Is your stripping. Keep moving, buddy. That's good. Sometimes you just have to do a lot. Good job, Cole. Move your hips, buddy. Move your hips. There you go. Very nice. Time.
Good job, everyone. Alright, bow to the masters. Bow to the professors.
Good job, man. Good job,
Alright, I want everyone here to watch.
Champions.
Champion!
Hi, we're here at Gracie Barra, and we're going to be talking to some of the kids here who take jiu-jitsu. And what's your name?
Igor,
Igor. So why do you take jiu-jitsu?
to defend myself so I can defend myself from bullies and people who want to hurt me.
Ooh, that's awesome. What is your favorite food?
My favorite food is pizza and dessert.
Pizza and dessert.
All kind of desserts.
Mine too. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you later. And you did a good job today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, and what's your name?
Sebastian.
Sebastian. So why are you taking jiu-jitsu?
Because when my dad first started, he wanted when we were probably like 2 when we first started, me and my sister, we started to get better and better, and he was doing it too. So now he told us to start, and we said yes.
And you like it?
Yes.
Awesome. So what is your favorite food?
Yeah.
Ravioli and
All right. Thank you so much for joining me. And what was your favorite food again? You said ravioli? Okay. Awesome. Ravioli. All right. Thank you. Hi. And what is your name?
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie. That's a nice name. And why are you taking jiu-jitsu?
Because my dad, when he first started, he wanted us to train because he wanted us to protect ourselves and so we don't get hurt.
Oh, awesome. And you like it? That's good. I had fun today. You did a good job. And what is your favorite food?
It's hard to tell because I like a lot of things.
Everything? Me too. That's true.
That's my favorite, a lot of things.
A lot of things. I like to eat too. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Hi. What's your name?
Colton.
Colton. Good job today. And so why are you taking jiu-jitsu?
Because I want to get more stronger and stronger like my dad.
Like your dad? Favorite food?
Sausage, hash browns, and eggs, and macaroni and cheese.
Oh, yummy.
Why not? With not many cheese.
Just a little bit of cheese?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. You did a very good job today. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Oh, and before I want to go.
Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. is your name?
Amelia.
Amelia. So why are you taking jiu-jitsu?
Well, first I didn't want to, but my dad didn't force me. But he said I should just try it, so I didn't go to this gym right away. I went to another gym called Impact. I tried it. It was really fun. And then the second day I tried it. It was okay, but and then I started to think I didn't really memorize.
Go ahead, don't say it. You didn't like it over there, or you didn't like it the third day?
I didn't like it the third day because it started getting confusing. I couldn't remember everything I learned, and I didn't know what they're all called.
Oh, okay. Well, it takes time.
But when I went here, the first day I went, I remembered all the things I did.
Oh, wow.
And my coach it was really fun to do.
So you like it here? Oh, good. And you and your sister like it, and your parents?
My whole family does it.
Oh, that's fun. Well, what is your favorite food?
My favorite food is fruits and vegetables.
Ooh, vegetables.
That's a good idea then.
Wow, that's a new one. All right, thank you so much for joining me. And what's your name? Addison. So why are you taking jiu-jitsu? Oh, and then you guys decided to take it. You like it here? Oh, good.
At first we went to a different jiu-jitsu. It was called Impact, and at first I liked it, and the second day I didn't.
Oh, wow. It takes time to get used to, but you're here with Gracie Barra and with Professor Fabiano. You like him and Troy? Oh, that's good. What is your favorite food?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti? The meatballs or the spaghetti? And sausage. Awesome. Everybody likes spaghetti and sausage. Well, thank you so much for joining me at Gracie Barra, and it was fun watching you. You did a very good job today. We're here to talk to Troy, and I want to ask him, why does he like to teach jiu-jitsu to kids here?
Actually, I just started doing jiu-jitsu because I was tired of lifting weights because I was very good at it, and wanted something different. And I just did jiu-jitsu for a long time. I always wanted to be a teacher of some kind. I just didn't know what kind. It just kind of seemed like a good fit. But I kind of fell into teaching kids because I ended up with a couple that and I just learned from those coaching skills, and kids are great to coach all of it.
Yeah, kids are awesome actually. Better than adults?
Depends on the day, but they're awfully cute. So.
They do whatever they want.
Right.
And they have this, I noticed this
Yes, ma'am.
more bullying.
It says no more bullying. It's part of the Gracie Barra no bully self-defense program for kids, and we teach self-defense techniques within that. But more than anything else, it's just about instilling bullying and really being able to make eye contact, stand firm, and just communicate to terms as well the defense technique, and then there was some techniques and some focus on that.
That's awesome. I like that. Thank you so much. So I'm here at Gracie Barra, the real gym. I'm here with Professor Fabiano Scherner. He coaches here jiu-jitsu for kids and MMA for adults. Is that correct?
BJJ for all levels, kids, youth, adults, and of course we do MMA as well. We have some fighters training with me. We do not have like regular MMA classes, but myself, I still fighting. So yes, of course we get together and we do some MMA rounds and drills, of course, for those who have fights.
Oh, fun! So, are you going to join the fight soon, or and maybe in a year or so? I think.
Just coming off of surgery, so it'll take me another 6 months to get in shape for a fight. So I'm not planning to schedule any MMA fight before the second semester in this year. Yeah, around something maybe October. Around that time would be the best, I believe.
Oh, awesome. But I'm curious to know, why did you choose to become a coach, a professor, and how did you get into this BJJ and all that?
My first thing was to be an MMA fighter, and to do that I had to, learn Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which I started in my hometown then back in the day in 1999, and I just became very well skilled in Jiu-Jitsu, so I skipped MMA doing for a little bit for 3-4 years, till I got my black belt in Jiu-Jitsu. And then I did my first MMA fight. I was invited to fight in Florida, United States, in that was 2003. And because I was well awarded in Jiu-Jitsu, so that for a heavyweight, called some promoter attentions on MMA, so they invited me to do my first MMA match, and I kept doing MMA till 2012. When I did my last fight, and I was training for another fight next year when I got injured, but I don't know, I don't feel I'm done yet in MMA. I want to still doing some fights, and becoming a professor and a coach is just part of it, once you start getting older, then you start trying to reach other goals, it's a natural way, I believe, once you do what you have to do when you're younger, when you're older, so your body's not going to be able to do those things anymore, so now you have the time, the experience, the knowledge, and the wisdom, to coach the youngest, and the ones they want to follow kind of same path like you did.
Well, it was fun watching you guys today. The kids are cute and they're learning to defend themselves and not to get bullied. That's basically what's happening in the U.S., where kids are getting bullied, and this is a good self-defense course for everyone.
Yeah, we do. It's a part of our kids program. We have the anti-bullying program, and besides Jiu-Jitsu, they learn how to defend themselves when they are attacked. They are instructed, not to be the attacker, of course, at any time. But if they have to defend themselves, they have to defend themselves. And of course, Jiu-Jitsu as a sport, it also gives you that self-defense, but the specific self-defense is part of our classes for kids and adults as well.
Oh, awesome. And adults?
Almost there anyway. I really want, Gracie Barra to grow up here in Oregon, and my goal is to make that happen. You have a lot of students that like the philosophy, the way I coach, and appreciate what I do as well. Who fill up my heart. So
yeah.
Almost there.
Yeah, much respect. Yeah, I see a lot of some friends here who come to this gym, really like it here, and like the way you train, so that's very good. And the people that you bring here, pros sometimes, is that correct? And then they teach your students?
Yeah, we connect, still with my gym in Brazil, and they come once in a while to see me, and I have a lot of friends from MMA world as well, they stop by sometimes, and they get amazed, like to see someone who's, fighting, in some big, MMA show, and they're all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're going with this guy tonight, so, but yes, I do use a lot of myself as an example for my students, when I decide to leave the life I was having, I didn't see any good bright feature in that, and that's like here I like Jiu-Jitsu and I go follow through, so, and it brought me here, and I really like to live here in Northwest. I really love this place, and I choose this place to be, the place I want to die.
Really?
So, yeah.
Gracie Barra?
And Northwest.
Northwest.
Yeah.
That's nice. Well, I'm so glad that you invited me here to film the kids and have a chat with you. and it was a lot of fun, and hopefully I won't be too chicken to do jiu-jitsu in the future, and my DNA will tell me that in the future, hopefully. I'm still
I think
young, right?
you should give it a good try for jiu-jitsu, because
It's not too late, right?
I believe everybody says is the art where David beats Goliath. So
Right. I'm David.
exactly.
Well, thank you so much.
You have your Goliath right here.
Where's my slingshot? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're the champions.
Champions!
Good job.
Minha alma tá armada e apontada para a cara do sucesso. Os pais sem voz, não é paz, é medo. Às vezes eu falo com a vida, às vezes é ela quem diz qual a paz que eu não quero conservar pra tentar ser feliz. Às vezes eu falo com a vida, às vezes é ela quem diz qual a paz que eu não quero conservar pra tentar ser feliz. A minha alma tá armada e apontada para a cara do sucesso.